I'm MINH TUΑN.
And I'm Anushka.
Welcome to our show. Come out,
Step into the light.
And welcome our guest today. Hi.
Ooh, you guys have really nice necklaces.
Thank you. So nice.
Right?
Compliment show.
No, not really. I just like to look at things.
Can you both introduce something about yourself to our audiences?
My name is Kenzie. I'm from the United States. We've been living in Vietnam for a year now, teaching English. And
yeah, my name is Lee. I'm also from the United States, and yeah, we came here together, so.
And I am just curious about your relationship.
we will be celebrating our 6th anniversary in like 3 weeks.
6 months?
Years.
6 years. Hi, Anushka.
I know lesbians like to do 6 months anniversaries, but we just do years.
6 years? I want love like that, please.
So choose.
Right. So, can you guys tell us a little bit more about your 6-year relationship? How did it start?
Well, we met on a website, but it was before like Tinder or anything, so it was called OkCupid.
It was the only free website, the dating website that you didn't have to pay for.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think we should try it. Right?
I'm not gonna try it because my boyfriend will kill me. Yeah, I don't know, but you can try it. Can you tell me more about like romantic moments between you two?
Well, on our first date, we had zero. Lee was dropping me off from the movie theater, and it was kind of that moment. It's the end of the date, you know, and it's gone really well, I thought. She's like, okay, well, see you later. And I was like,
Just that?
okay, maybe it didn't go as well as I thought. Goodbye. So awkward. Our next date was like 2 days later, and that's when romantic stuff started to happen.
And the first kiss, was it like close your eyes? Oh,
Not quite like that. I'm not sure if I remember.
Yeah, I don't know. We were at my house, and I have like a white couch, and she spilled her wine all over it. So then she like got up, and she was like, "I'm gonna go. I have to leave now."
I thought
And
she was
like,
going to
"No,
throw
it's
me
okay."
out.
Yeah.
A beautiful white couch with a huge red wine stain.
Yeah, but it was fine.
She got over it very quickly.
Yeah.
Instead of getting angry, you just...
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
For like 6 years, you guys remember that something that's so romantic that you cannot forget it.
I have mine, but I want to know yours.
Ooh, let's see this.
No, you can go first.
Okay. I don't even remember which birthday it was, but it was the first year we had been dating. Lee surprised me with a trip to Paris for my birthday. That was a really high bar to set. I remember just
mistake.
crying. I was like, this is oh my god.
Yeah, but then I set the bar too high, and I was like, oh man, like your next birthday, here's like, I don't know, a book or something. Like, I don't know, all my ideas are gone. But yeah, it was nice.
And the Paris trip, what did you guys do? Was it an amazing trip? What happened?
yeah,
It was really
amazing.
good.
Yeah, we had a few friends that were going to be there, so we were visiting our friends, and yeah, I think that might be one of our first like international trips. So it was fun to see that we could like travel really easily together, and yeah, it was really nice.
So she told me her most romantic moment in the relationship. So what's your most romantic
Oh man,
moment in the
mine, I think
relationship?
are just smaller things. Like if I'm having a bad day, I'll come home and she'll have like a surprise for me or something. Just something really small, like the day-to-day things. Just knowing that someone's there and that they love you and support you. It could always make, like completely turn my day upside down. So I think that is more for me. The big gestures are good, but that's like one small thing. And our day-to-day life, it's nice having someone there.
I also was a teacher in the U.S., so I couldn't afford a trip to Paris.
Yeah, but
Man, that's so cute. I'm kind of jealous. Actually, not kind of jealous. I'm very jealous. So, going back to your childhood, did you guys like always know that you were lesbian, or when was the first moment when you knew, okay, I'm lesbian?
I don't know if there was a moment, but I always knew I was definitely more of a tomboy. And I started to realize when my friends would be really excited about guys, they'd be like, oh, like they're fine. Like I think that they look handsome, but at the same time, I don't want to like be around them that often. Like let's just hang out together instead, you know. But it definitely took a while, and we talk about this a lot because there is this idea of what it would be to be a lesbian and what you would look like, and all of these things, and it'd be like that doesn't really fit my box. So it took a lot longer than it should have, really. But I always kind of knew that I was at least different. I didn't know how until maybe like high school or college.
Yeah. Probably the same. I grew up, my aunt is also a lesbian, and she kind of built the identity of what like a gay woman should look like and be like, and I love her to death, but like we're just two very different people. She has the short hair and like, you know, more what you would think of when you hear the word lesbian. So I just thought, that's it, you know, I'm different, but that's not me either. So I was just kind of trying to figure out relationships with guys, because everyone just assumes that you're going to be straight, if, you know, pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, like, fine. I like them, but whatever. And then I met my first girlfriend, and that's when it was like, this is what they've been talking about. Yeah, magic, fireworks.
Yeah, sorry. But a lot of culture, like a lot of jokes are based around like a woman not being satisfied in her heterosexual relationship. So when you're a teenager, you're like, oh, well, I'm not supposed to like really like this. Like he's supposed to like it, but I'm not really supposed to like be as into it. So it took a little longer, I think, to kind of break through that too.
A lot of people have like this idea that if you're a lesbian, you're going to be less satisfied in, yeah, right? Totally wrong.
So, did you guys came out with your mom and dad?
Yeah. Was it a big boom experience or?
No.
It was actually very boring. I think both of our families have been extremely supportive, like super open-minded.
Yeah, we both have a lot of gay people in our family, like aunts, uncles, that sort of thing. I think that made it a little easier. I think the only problem was that, you know, your parents expect one thing for you, and then when you tell them something else and they're so surprised, I think it's like a processing time for them. Not that they were upset, but I'm sure both of our parents thought that we'd have like a husband and 3 children and like a certain, you know, what they had thought they wanted for us. But other than that, yeah, very supportive and really great.
What are some bad habits or obstacles that you overcome in a lesbian relationship?
Oh, no, I was gonna say in general, we have time issues, but this I think is, you know, like for straight people as well, but I am always late to things and like take forever, like I'm the slowest person ever, and she always wants to be early, so the only time that we really fight is when like we're leaving the house and I'll be like, you know, bickering about time. But it's made me a better person because like I'm way less late and I think about it more.
We also, the only other times we fight are when we're hungry.
Oh yeah,
we get hangry.
Picking a restaurant
We
or
just pick
picking
on each
food,
other.
yeah, that could go on for a while.
Do you have any problems with like jealousy or even like attachment or something like that?
I think maybe attachment. I know the stereotype of lesbians is that like they get together and then you never see them again because they're always together, like reading books and taking baths in their house with their cats, you know? But
That's kind of what I
yeah, I mean, and some lesbian relationships for sure are that way, but not ours. But it is so easy when you are dating someone of the same gender as you. Like we share clothes, we share shoes, we even sometimes share contacts, not used ones. So, like if I'm out, I'll just like take some of hers. Like, and so I think our identities start to blend a little too much that way.
Yeah, and with friends too. Like it's like one of us can't be like, I'm going out with the girls or I'm going out with the guys. You know, like we have a lot of similar friends, especially now because we've been together for so long. So yeah, we have to be conscious to be like, no, you're going out without me today, and I'm staying here. I'm doing this. But yeah, it does become really easy to kind of just do like everything together.
like separating, okay, I'm gonna go out with the friends and we don't have to be together for this.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Please tell me how to make a relationship last for 6 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like open communication has been the biggest thing for us. Obviously,
Yeah.
though, because we're lesbians, that's a stereotype. We talk like all the time. Also, I think a lot of people, especially like our friends at home, because of Tinder and everything, they're just like constantly looking, and they think that the grass is always greener. And especially some of our guy friends, it's like they just go through, you know, guys on apps and everything. I think it's not like a bad thing to just settle down and put your faith in something and like not run away as soon as things kind of get a little rough. So yeah, I think that's been like the best thing with us, is that we've been completely committed to each other and willing to learn and grow with each other. And yeah, but don't put too much pressure on yourself, you know, to like to make something, because when we met, we didn't know we would be here, obviously, you know, like.
And also just remember that relationships never look like how they do on Instagram. Like, we still constantly work, and it's not pretty most days, but like, it's worth it. So once you have found a person that you have decided is worth it, like, stick with them, even when it's not as easy or it's not as glamorous as what someone on Tinder might be advertising.
Really advertising.
Those Instagram relationship advertisements make you set your like goals for a relationship so high, and and it's kind of like
Not real.
not realistic,
exactly.
and you pressure your partner in such a unrealistic way that they kind of feel like, hey, this is not going to work anymore. Also with Tinder, you have so many options that, you know, it's easy to just think, okay, let me just quit this and go to the next one.
I think so.
What's the biggest thing that you guys learned from loving each other?
Yeah, I think that I've just learned to be more confident in myself, because it's really nice to always have someone that's kind of supporting you and there for you. And even if you're scared to do something, I know that she'll always give me her honest opinion, and she'll always kind of push me, you know, a step further, even if I'm scared. And it's nice to know if you completely mess up and do something horribly wrong, she'll always be there to have my back.
Thank you.
Now she's sitting the bar high.
Right? I'm constantly kind of
Don't worry.
I think mostly what Lee specifically has taught me in our relationship is just how to care about others. And sometimes I notice her like just anticipating my needs or someone else's needs, and I'm like, how did you do that? I would have never thought that about myself, let alone another person. So she's really, I think, made me better at like trying to sort of make things easier, make things more comfortable for others too. So I really appreciate that about you.
So shows.
Oh man, oh man. I can do this.